Not do the right thing, even if it's gonna be hard, the shit is gonna be hard anyway. Life is not set up for us to win. In a lot of ways, set up for us to get fucked up, be fucked up, and for us to fail. So if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die fighting for the right shit, for the shit that's in my heart. I don't want to let the world and the shit that's happening make me turn cold. I don't want to just say, oh, well, because you lied to me, I can lie to you. Or because you cheated on me, I can cheat on you. Or I can, see, we start making these excuses. We make a lot of excuses because of other shit that's happened. And by all means, I'm not saying taking away from what has happened to us. That shit is real. It happened. It affected us. It deserves attention to those things that have made us feel like we need to do the things that we're doing. But at the end of the day, we are still making the choice to do those things, and we have to evaluate that. Shit ain't gotta be perfect. You ain't gotta be perfect, but just try. And I think sometimes when shit's fucked up and it's already hard, it's easier coping with things that are hard with things that are easy. Grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. You got to have courage to try to do the right things. You got to have courage to be the bigger person. You got to have courage to turn the other cheek. You got to have courage to pick and choose your battles. It's easier to just fight every motherfucker, to blame every motherfucker. It's easier to just go get high instead of deal with our problems, go get drunk instead of deal with our problems. It's easier to take the easy way out. That shit is easy. And I feel like we have a misconception of what is easy and what is hard, what is weak and what is strong. We feel like not showing emotions and damn near not having emotions is being strong. Really sit there and think about it. Not dealing with your problems and acting like you don't have no emotions, you don't have no feelings, you ain't got no problems, you don't need nobody, is being strong. That shit is not strong. And people want to walk around and act all hard and all tough because of that. But you want to know what's really fucking hard? What's really hard is doing the right thing. What's really hard is being the bigger person. Those things are fucking hard. That is, I feel like, the challenge is really looking at your shit, examining it. If you got to talk to somebody, but really getting a better perception of your world, of yourself, and your reality, and just the reality as a whole. I got to the point where I'm like, fuck all this. I don't like the world, so I'm going to just stay in the house all the time. And I was trying to create my own reality. But what ended up happening is I'm at the crib by myself. I'm unhappy. I'm lonely. I'm depressed as fuck. Started getting anxiety. Some of the problems I didn't even know I had, but I'm starting to realize I got them. And now I'm avoiding life because I don't like it. And that's not living. It's a sad reality, but at the same time, the only thing that brought me to is, bruh, gotta change the reality. And you can't change something without looking at it. You can't fix something without looking at it. We got to contribute better. And the only way I feel like we can contribute better is for us to understand more, for us to listen more, for us to connect with each other more. It sounds so fucking simple. And the shit is fucking simple. Now, actually applying it is going to be hard. But the concept of what it is that we need to do is very fucking simple. We just have to fucking do it. And again, we got to stop seeing certain shit as soft and weak and all of that. If you got a problem, all right, cool. Ain't no problem with having a problem. Just deal with the problem so it can be fixed. But if you don't deal with the problem, you're going to create another problem from not dealing with that problem. And now this is how I feel like how we got to where we are now. So something got to give, bro. And I say all of this because I just really want things to be better for us, for real. I feel like we don't talk to each other enough, and it's for a lot of reasons, but it also comes from a lack of, it comes from a lot of different things, but I feel like one of the biggest things is trust. And I want to do it. That's probably what my next video is going to be. But we don't trust each other. And I'm not saying that we should just go around trusting everybody either. That's why I want to do a talk on it and really break that down, because that's one thing that I've examined a lot, is our trust and what trust really is. We see trust as finding and having proof of someone's trustworthiness. And I don't believe that's what trust is. Trust is not having proof, it's having faith. Because at the end of the day, you can never prove what somebody's true intentions are. You can never prove what somebody's thoughts and what their feelings are. We can't read minds. So trust was never having proof. It was always having faith. That, I feel like, is a big piece of why we don't connect with each other and we don't connect with ourselves, is because we don't trust enough to open up. We don't trust enough to have these type of conversations. So the conversation never gets to have. Shit don't never get examined. And then therefore shit don't never fucking change. I feel like we don't even really understand what the fuck is going on because we so motherfucking caught up in the issues that we're not even understanding why the issues is there. But shit is always attached to something else and it's triggered from something else. We may know what we're doing and kind of why we're doing it in a present moment, but we might not know that the reason why we've been doing this right now, and we did it last month and whatever, and all these other situations, it's stemming from some shit that happened when we was a kid. It be like that hella times. I could say that same shit for myself. I was just having a conversation with somebody about that just a second ago. I was talking about why I have continuously put myself around people that I know are not good for me, and why I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I keep doing it. And anybody just hears that off gate is gonna be like, well, maybe you just fucking lonely. But why the fuck am I lonely? Okay, well, maybe it's because you just by yourself. But why am I by myself? And then that stems into a whole bunch of shit. My home life, how my shit was with my family, my school life, the fact that I was bullied, I was abused, I was raped. There was a lot of things that pushed and pulled me towards people, to the point where it was a big ass fucking hole in me that I just needed to fill. And so I filled it with people that were bad for me. There were good people too, but there were bad people too. Not bad people, but bad situations or negative things that were going on. And I'm putting myself in this situation just to fill that hole. And I'm not understanding what I'm doing or why. And so I kept doing the same shit over and over again. And honestly, I still do that in some ways now. I keep to myself a lot more, but I still do that now, to this day, even though I understand it. So it's even more than just understanding, listening, having these conversations, because that's the first step. Next step to that is going to be putting a different and a better action behind what we now understand. I feel like I'm ranting and raving and shit. Since I've started my channel, I have really big gaps in time where I don't record anything. And I told myself that whenever shit feels right, I'm going to just record. So I just, like I said, I just got done meeting with one of my people that's just going through a lot. And be like that sometimes, where it always seems where you'll have issues, and then out of nowhere everything hits you at one fucking time, and it's just like that shit is about to make you or break you type shit. And that just triggered a lot in me and a lot of thoughts that I wanted to share. So I definitely want to talk on shit more. My next video is probably going to be about trust, because I feel like that is a huge piece of a lot of the issues that's going on, and a lot of the things that we're facing. I'm gonna say this like I say every time. I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I'll be back to talk with y'all again soon.